I got into another argument on Twitter this morning about Iran. So I want to just kind of lay out my position and what I believe is happening. This person was complaining because the US isn't moving fast enough, and it means that because we're not striking Iran, that means that we're weak. And I'm really sick of this armchair general thing here that keeps going on. People don't seem to understand the reality of the situation. So one is that we cannot have a revanchist regime in power in Iran. And what I mean by that is there are certain parties, certain groups, opposition groups, that if you put them in, would want to go into Pakistan and Afghanistan or Azerbaijan, etc. And they would want to invade their neighbors. It's part of their thing. It's their shtick, whatever. And that's destabilizing for obvious reasons, and it would drag us into a land war in Central Asia again. And the last 26 years has shown us, if nothing else, that never start a land war in Asia. So, to use the cliche. So that's first of all, that's not even an option to support something like that. Pahlavi is also not an option. He's too weak. He would be reluctant at best. We would have to go in there and protect him specifically to keep him in power. And I'm sorry, he's old. Like, maybe you could get 5 years out of him, and then what? So also not particularly appealing as a replacement option. And then the other thing, as far as the airstrikes go or anything like that, one of the big reasons why all of this is happening is that we need more oil in the market. The Saudis cannot produce enough. The Gulf states can't produce enough for what we need. And so that's why the situation in Venezuela had to happen the way it happened. Obviously, we've seen that play out over the last month with the Indians agreeing to buy the Venezuelan stuff, so on and so forth. And obviously the Russians are going offline also. So that pulls more, that means we need more from elsewhere. So you can't airstrike stuff that you need. Like, we physically need the Iranian oil to make up for the lack in other places. So again, it has to be that we come to an agreement with the Iranians, however that looks. Either Khomeini bows out or whatever, or